Hi, everyone. Dallas Piana here from Coaching Scaling Secrets. Yep, I put the chandelier back up. My husband says the blank wall looks horrible. I'm just trying to, the wall really is like a peach and it's showing up yellow. And yellow means anger, right? So I was like, what are we going to do here? So, anyway, the chandelier is back up. I'm using Melon again, which is a live streaming app that my husband found. And the reason why I'm using it is that it actually is live streaming to YouTube as well as the Facebook group. Eventually, I'll have it go to the business page as well and maybe even Twitter, but it does all that all at once. So I'm trying it out. Let me know if you can hear me below. And yeah, I'm trying to, work out all the kinks. This is, I think, the third time that I'm using this. The only thing I cannot see, if you're on, if you could just say hi in the messages so I can see if the comments come up on my phone using this. Oh yeah. Hi, Marjorie. Thank you. It does look yellow, right? Yellow. Ooh, anger. Anyway, today I have a great Facebook Live for you. Get a pen and paper out, a pencil and paper, something to write down, because I want you to plan and put in a strategy, an email strategy for yourself for this year. We have 11 months left based on what I'm doing. Okay, so go get an email, a piece of paper and a pen. All right, and if you're catching the live, go, stop the video and just go get your writing utensil and a piece of paper. Okay. So the first thing I did is I looked at, what are my goal? Well, how many more email subscribers do I want to add to my email autoresponder this year? Okay. So write that number down. What is it? 50, 100, 500, 1,000, 10,000, whatever it is. Okay. So for me, I'm shooting for the moon, really extend myself way out of the box, 2,000 new email subscribers. Okay. Then what you want to do, because that number looks very overwhelming, is break it down, divide it by 12 to see how many that is per month. Okay. Actually, we're at 11 months, so divide it by 11 instead of 12. Okay, so pull out your phone. Usually there's a calculator on the phone. Figure out how many new email subscribers you need by month. Then do that month number divided by weeks. Okay, how many weeks? How many new subscribers do you need by week? Okay, and then do it by how many per day. Okay, so you start to see how manageable it is and what your goal is every day or every week. So, if you're hopping on here, what is your goal? How many new email subscribers do you want for 2022? Write it in the comments below so I can see where you're at. Okay. And any number is good. Any growth is good. All right. But you want to stretch a little beyond where you think you can go. Don't make it so easy for yourself. You want to stretch yourself out with a goal. And the reason why we're writing it down on a piece of paper is when you write it down on a piece of paper, and then if you want to transcribe it onto your computer or iPad or whatever, you're more likely, it starts to imprint in your mind like that's your goal. Okay. Otherwise, it stays up here into, never, never land, and it never becomes an actionable item that you take care of and that you manage day to day, week to week, month to month. Okay. That's why we're writing it down. All right. So get that breakdown down. All right. What is it? So go ahead and write down. Let's see if I can pull up these comments. Okay. So Marjorie, what's your goal? What's your goal? Write it down. Okay. The next thing you want to do on your piece of paper are topics. What kind of topics are you going to have? What are you going to write about to your list? Okay. So for me, because my specialty is helping business owners grow their business on Facebook and email. So my topics are how to get visible, right? How to grow an audience, how to create content that converts, builds momentum that leads into a sale. I do personal development. Okay. I talk about my own journey, what I'm up to, what's happening in my life behind the scenes, what's my thinking process going on. Okay. So I share insights with you and shifts either that I have made or my clients have made working with me. Okay. From where they were to where they are now. Okay. Moving from A to B, world one to world two. There's different ways to explain it, or from hell island to heaven island working with you. Okay. The transformation. I share testimonials are sometimes in my emails. I also do obviously promotions, invitations to work with me, and also promoting what's coming up next. Right. So I always promote my Facebook Lives, and obviously I promote any workshop or challenge that I do. I do extensive email promotion. Okay. 16 a day, Marjorie. Wow, that's good. Mine is only five a day. So that's a lot a day. Okay, so hopefully have a great plan in place. Okay, so write down what are some of the themes or the topics that your emails are going to be about. Okay, now let's get into what is the action plan that you're going to implement, put into place, routinely. And I don't know what routinely means for you. For me, it's every day, okay, or at least 5 days a week. What am I going to do to be able to reach my goal? So the first thing you want to know is write down how often a week are you going to email your list? Is it 7 days a week, 5 days a week, 3 days a week, once a week? Like, what's your plan? Okay. There are some people that email their list more often. Okay. I'm not one of them generally. Okay. Unless it's a countdown to, the card is closing, something like that. Okay. So for me, I do 2 days of preview posts. This is generally when I'm not in a launch plan. Okay. I'm not promoting a workshop or a challenge or something like that. This is like every week, a general week. So 2 days a week, I promote my Facebook Live. And then 3 days, sometimes 4 days a week, I will go through the themes that I just described and I will write about it. And I will include some kind of call to action at the bottom of the email or in the body of the email. Not all the time, but often. Okay. Sometimes it's just to go watch something on my Facebook Live, on my Facebook group. It may be something, go look at something on my YouTube channel, or it may be, an invitation to work with me. But there are calls, you want to use it as putting out a call to action, next steps that your reader can take. Some will, some won't, but put it out there. If you don't put it out there, nobody's going to take the next step. Okay. All right. So then the next thing, let me just see what's happening here on 100 per month. Okay. I see what you're up to. All right. So 100 per month is really divided by 30, let's say 30 in 30 days in a month. That's 3 a day. 3 people you're going to add to your email list. Very doable, Marjorie. Very doable. Okay. All right. So the next thing I do, part of my action growth, is I keep a swipe file of email ideas. Okay. Even though I just gave you the topics, as I'm reading other people's emails or posts, I get ideas of what am I going to talk about in an email? All right. What am I going to share? So I have a list of ideas. So keep a running list somewhere on your computer, your phone, in your notes of ideas of what to communicate with your email list. Okay. So that you'll never run out of ideas of what to write about. So, and then I know think about when is the best time for you to write your email. Okay. Do you like writing in the morning when you first wake up? Do you like writing in the afternoon? Maybe after lunch, maybe after dinner, maybe at midnight? Like, when are you most in a creative mode to write an email? Now, I got to tell you something. When I first started this journey many, many years ago, My emails were more not on story based. They weren't story based. They were more how to's. Okay. Those were easier for me to communicate out to people. Tips, how to's. Okay. Because that was more data driven. Okay. As I've evolved over time, I'm more into telling stories through emails and the messages in the story. Okay. But it doesn't matter. Just start. You need to start communicating and warming people up to you. Okay. For me, the best time to write an email is either right after my shower around 9 o'clock or so, or around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. For some reason, I am filled with creative juices at that time. I like to also not post it immediately, walk away from it, take a walk, and then come back. And then I can see errors, the grammar doesn't work, or, you want to put it into Hemingway editor. Okay. That's an app, Hemingway editor, because you want to make sure that you're writing at a fifth grade level or below. Okay. So that people can read it easily and not stumble over it. You want that. Okay. All right. Next, I'm just kind of looking at my notes here, what I want to cover. My goal is to launch or relaunch a campaign every month to grow my list. Okay. So that's either giving a workshop, a masterclass, a challenge, something like that to grow my list. Okay. And how do I do that? But I do that through doing a referral giveaway. Okay, to the people that join the masterclass, join the workshop, join the challenge, I give if you refer someone to me, to that challenge, to that masterclass, and they sign up for it, your name goes to the hat, and I'll draw a winner that will win. It's usually a cash prize. Okay. And that is a way to grow my email list. Actually, it's to get eyeballs on my content and then grow my email list as well. So definitely think of how can you put in place a referral giveaway campaign to grow your email list. Okay. So that's another thing I do. The other thing is I will promote my free resource, my lead magnet, which has not changed in like, I don't know, 5 years, which is my customer avatar worksheet, which almost, I would say 85% of people that join this group want that resource. People raise their hand and want that resource. Okay. So they get on my list. Now they may come off my list, but that's fine. But it is a resource that people want. And so my goal this year is to promote it more on social media platforms. Okay. Well, right now it is promoted on my personal page in the feature photo area. It's one of the 3 questions to get in. If you want it, it's an invitation to get it. I also promote it on YouTube and Twitter. Okay. So it's promoted all over the place. What I'm adding this year is I'm going to reach out into other groups where my ideal clients hang out, and those groups that allow me to promote my lead magnet, not in a promo feed because it'll never get seen, but where I can stand out and post it as it's a post on its own so people see it. That's where I'm committed to putting it out into those groups routinely. Okay. So I'm collecting a list of where I can do that. Okay. I don't recommend putting anything into a promo feed. Nobody sees that. It is like a spam feed. Okay. So it's a waste of time. There are women out there that say, hey, get my list of all the places you can promote your business, every day of the week or Monday through Friday, whatever it is. And people are, yay, I want it. I want it. But you know what? All you are doing is wasting your time going into these feeds that are spam. Okay. You rarely will get any nibbles from that. You rather look for groups where you can actually promote your free lead magnet, your free resource in the feed itself. You will get much more action. Now, there are some places where you have to pay the group owner to be able to do that. So you need to look at your budget. Is that something you want to add to your marketing budget? Will it pay off? You may want to try it for a few months. A lot of times there's no commitment to do that by month by year. It's to month. You may want to try it for a while, see if it yields a good ROI, return on investment of how much are you paying per month and how many leads or emails are you getting per month. You want to look at what is your return on your investment if you decide to go that route. Okay. So check that out. And then I obviously repurpose all my emails into social media content. Okay. So that's just more reach, constantly distributing my message out there. Okay. Now, great. So this is making sense. Good. Giveaway campaign. Hi, Doc Jen. Hi. Yes, very effective. Now, the other thing is what I want to share. This is just kind of miscellaneous. You want to get into, as you evolve, you want to email more. You want your emails to be more about your stories, okay? Stories that draw people into your, what you're talking about, okay? Stories actually hook people into your life. Okay. They're more likely to read to the end when you're doing emails rather than providing data. Okay. So start to move into sharing stories. I talked about you want to be sure that you're inviting people to the next best thing or the next thing in either the PS line or in the body of the email. A lot of people, they'll open it up because they're hooked by your headline, your subject line, right? But they don't have time to read everything and they go right down to the PS line, like what is it that you're offering or what do you want them to do? So use a PS line. Okay. And then another thing you want to be doing is you want to be setting up a calendar of your promotions, promotions that are going out via email. Obviously, you're doing it when you're doing a promotion, you're promoting to all your places where your ideal client is hanging out, but one of the places is email. So you want to set up and once you develop it once, you really only have to develop it once and then just go back and retweet it. But what does your email campaign look like for your promotions, for your different promotions? So what does your email campaign look like for master classes? What does your email campaign look like for workshops? What does your email client, campaign look for Facebook Lives? Have that already developed, and all you have to do is take the template and just change the hours or change the dates or change the titles, but have it already ready to go. Make your life easier. Okay. But you definitely want to have this top of mind and grow your email list. And this year, I'm going to be talking about email more and more and more and more, even though we're on Facebook group. I'll tell you one thing, more people open up my emails than are watching my content in my group. Okay. They're more engaged there. Now, another reason why you want to build your email list is you saw last year Facebook shuts down. Facebook, any of the social media platforms can censor you, kick you off. How many people have been pushed into jail? Is there anyone on here that's been in Facebook jail? If you have, just say jail below. Not a happy camper in jail for 3 days, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months. I mean, that's not great. But if you have grown your email list, you can continue to nurture and talk to and market to the people on your email list. Okay. And you don't have to worry about Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or whatever, wherever you have been banned from. Okay. You don't own social media platforms. We're renting space, but it's for free. Okay. But think about it. It's not really free. They're using our data so that advertisers can market to us, right? But your email, you're paying for those services. Generally, when you're have a hefty email list, you're starting to pay for that service. That's something you own the property rights to that email list. Okay. So grow your email list. It is not going away. And, people respond to your emails, guarantee. All right. Let me see if I can see what's going on here with them. Hey, Mandy. Um, yeah, Mandy, you prefer to gather many emails at a time and would email once per week. Okay. So, how do you gather emails at a time? How do you do bulk promotion of something? What are you promoting? Like a lead magnet? A free resource, and then getting people and then moving them onto the list? Is that what you're doing? Okay. Yeah. And the other thing I do, and I will put the link below, is I use what is it called? It's called a Google extension, okay, that a friend of mine developed a couple of years ago. And I've been using it every single day since I bought it. And I think it's $12 a month. And what it does is it helps me grow my list. Okay. And how it does that is as people are answering those questions, entering into my group, one of the questions is, do you want my free lead magnet? And if you do, leave your email for me in the answer of the question. All right. What this Google extension does is creates a zap between that answer, and it moves people onto a Google sheet. And then from the Google Sheet, we create a zap and it goes into my autoresponder. So I don't have to do any of the transferring of contact information into my autoresponder. It's done with a push of a button. Okay. I do that every single day as people join the group. I vet them and then I push the button and move them over. Okay. I'm telling you, this is a time saver, especially if you're doing in bulk, moving people over. You don't want to miss people. That's for sure. You want to grow your list. So I will leave in the description box the link to that offer. It's done by my friend Kim Dang. She has don't get discouraged by her video exclamation, but she does walk you through how it works. And it's great. I think she has a 14-day free trial. Definitely get in there and get that going. She has great customer service. If you need help setting it up, she has video instructions and written instructions how to set it up. So depending on your learning style. Okay. And it's really simple. And the troubleshooting, if it breaks down, is simple. Okay. But I highly recommend it. All right. So that's what I have for you today. If you're catching the replay, definitely, go through this, write down what your goals are, and then put something in place. Okay. So that you're growing your list every single solitary day by the number of people that you say you need to grow your list. 3 people, 4 people, 5 people, 10 people, whatever it is, get your system, get your process in place so that you will be successful. All right, you guys. That's all I have for you for today. See you on the other side. Bye.